Come on, baby. Show me them guns. Oh, yeah. The fitness version of Rialta News. No, it's not.
News.
Welcome, everybody. I was going to say welcome back, but this could be your first time.
That's right.
And if it is, we welcome you.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube. It's so nice to see you. Come on in, have a drink. Hey, this is Rialta News. We talk about all things Rialta and kind of hot topics and things we see happening on the owners groups, web pages, random places, and also just out in the world when we run across people.
Camping.
And all the questions that we get too from all the different channels and email and text trees and phone trees, whatever. When we get questions, we kind of talk about that stuff. So it's kind of cool owning these classic RVs, but there's a lot to them. So this week, though, this is where we're at. I want to know two things. And the first thing, we have one big question for all of you. Or if you're in Texas, you don't have to rewind and put on the closed caption. That would be all y'all. Yes, that's what I said. So for all of you, or all y'all. Well, the question is this. What is your favorite Rialta model? Configuration. And why? And why? So here's what I think. I think for most people, it's the one they have, and it's the reason why is because it's the one they have.
They picked it.
No, yeah, it's the one they have. Right? It's kind of like, who's your favorite kid? Mine. It has to be.
Yes.
But maybe it's not. Maybe it's your favorite is a different one, and you haven't found it yet. Maybe you thought it would be the one you have, and
you don't like it as much as you thought you would?
Yeah, you start to use it and you realize maybe...
I'm a little bit there, kind of.
So we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. So what are the configurations? What are the different versions that are out there? You don't have to name them, but what do they have? Ours is what? What's yours?
QD.
QD. Letter Q. Can you do a Q with your hands? QD.
QD.
And,
that's how we named her Cutie.
Yes. So you've got a bed in the back. Converts to the table, but that's the bed. And then we had 4 seats, the front 2 and 2
passenger seats
behind it, like a second row.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4 seat belts in the back, belts for 8.
Yeah.
And the second row seats also did what?
Made a bed.
Pretty good size bed.
Yeah, a decent bed. Yeah.
Yeah, like a grown up human bed.
I think a teenager could sleep on it.
Yeah. Easily. Or a couple, if they were.
Wow.
You never know with teenagers. Could be 4 teenagers on that sucker.
Well, teenagers will pile in anywhere.
They will. When they're tired, they'll sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the QD, kitchen size on the QD. Where's the kitchen?
Kitchen is when you walk in, it's on your left. So right up on your left, there is a sink, there is a stove,
You got my water.
and there's a microwave.
Tucker likes water bottles.
He does like water bottles.
Yes.
Oh, he's trying to steal Daddy's water bottle.
Can't set that down. Leave it alone, buddy. This is mine.
So,
smaller. He's got the stove, the smaller fridge, probably the smallest refrigerator.
Yeah.
Size. That's in the QD, and then the stove and the sink is all kind of there on the island, and the microwave above, right when you come in the door. And then look to your left. There's the table. The table comes out. Got the 2 couches.
Yes.
Sit neat, or put the table away, fold the couches down, make the bed. And then up front, you've got those chairs. And the front 2, the driver and passenger chairs do swivel back on all of them, so you can swivel those back. But there's no table up front.
No.
And there's no fitting or place built in for a table up front, correct?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
What did we do to ours?
We put a tray type table, like desk type thing on the back of the driver's seat so he can put his computer on there and do work when we're out.
Yeah, and took the other seat out.
And we took the other seat
for
out.
The dogs. All right, cool. So the QD, that's ours. Why do you like it? What do you like about it?
I like it because I like the bed is for 2 people.
Big bed.
I know there's a couple that are single beds on each side. And I did like the 4 seats, honestly, to make the extra bed in case we ever brought someone. But it's nice to be able to just take that out easily and make some space there, which we've done for our dog's bed. or the cooler. We had the cooler there for a while.
The big beach cooler, fishing cooler.
Yeah, and the thing I like most about it, now this might be on other models though, is I like our outdoor shower.
So some of them didn't come with an outdoor shower, and I don't know if that's
a model thing
dependent,
or
year. Some of the earlier ones didn't, and some did. So the outdoor shower was a big deal.
An outdoor shower, but you have something besides a QD. I'd like to know that.
Yeah, tell us. So then the QD's one. Then there's the FD, which I believe stands for forward dining. Right.
Okay.
So tell me about the FD. I think Karen's was FD.
Okay, so her back was the same, right?
Her back was the same.
Bed that she pulled out and made a bed.
She left it set up all the time.
Yeah.
But it was like ours that it could change.
I think she could change it to a booth.
Correct us if yours is different. Tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember. Kitchen was up when you walk in. The kitchen was in front of you, right? Not to the left. So that was good.
Big kitchen.
Yeah.
On the wall.
Only 2 seats.
Behind the driver's seat. Between the driver's seat and the bathroom. Big kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really nice.
And a little chair there.
Like a big kitchen.
Correct?
And then a barrel chair, right?
Yeah. That you could pull a desk out was kind of neat. Yeah.
Barrel chair,
so
you could pull a
that.
table out, you could turn the passenger seat around so you have 2 people at the table. Big kitchen. The skylight is moved in that one, I think, to be where you're standing for the kitchen. So it's forward.
Oh, forward more. Yeah.
So you have the headroom height to do that. I keep looking at my own shirt in the camera because this is my cool shirt I got from
my daddy.
My pops, my father-in-law. Is really cool.
He's played with this on stage many a times, and it's always a winner.
Always a winner.
People always are. That's a cool shirt.
They should make one with Rialtas on it like this.
That would be cool.
Pretty cool.
That would be cool. Anyway.
Yes. So that's the FD. Then there's the Well, yeah.
HD?
What's that?
HD. Is that the one with the 2? No, that's the one with the bed in the back pushed over to the side or something, correct?
Could be.
Or is it the one with the 2 beds?
So there's a little confusion because there was one that really was the same as the QD but called something else. And if this was a regular video that we were going to edit and do all the stuff, I could put up all the little slides for it. But if you want to see that, go to rialtainfo.com and all the Winnebago
all the
floor plans, slides, all that stuff is there. So you can already get that stuff. I don't want to be the guy that goes, hey, here's all the stuff.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
That's right.
Yeah, but so some of them were called something else, but the same as the QD. But really, it's the bed and kitchen configuration that's different. The bathroom's always the same.
Yes.
So the bathroom, the whole thing there is the
Usually
same.
in the same spot.
The rear bed is either the fold-down couches that convert to a bed, or
it's a stationary bed.
Yes, and one of them is like you said. There's kind of a full-size bed with a walkway on the side.
Yeah.
And that's full-size bed, some storage under it. Walkway on the side, and then maybe a little closet cabinet
things
stuff.
up. Yeah.
So it's kind of cool if you want. I don't know.
You just don't want to make your bed every day. I know that's a pain. I do know that's a pain.
Yeah.
But I make mine every morning, and I put it up or make it every night. So
if we had the bed up like that all the time, I think Tucker'd probably take it over. That'd be where he rode.
Yes.
Right? Like if we're cruising, he'd be just up there looking out the back window. I bet.
Yeah.
I would.
And it is nice. It's nice to not have to do that because it's a lot of work to try to make that bed in the back. But I do like having the booth back there to sit at, and I like that kind of being our living room while we're traveling, and then also being our bedroom.
Having it cleaned up, yeah.
And then you can block it off too, which I like. If you need to keep the heat just in that section, or if you need to keep the cold just in that section, you can put the curtain up and.
But you can do that in the other one, right?
Well, that's true unless you want to cook up front and you want to, do all that stuff up front,
Gotcha.
sit up front and eat.
Because your kitchen's farther up.
Yeah, but
yeah. So the full size bed, so room for maybe 2 folks to sleep. Mm-hmm. It's a little smaller bed maybe than the QD because it's kind of a queen size.
Yeah, I think it's a.
Is ours a queen or is it full?
Well, they say it's a full, but it feels like a queen to me.
So it's a little bit, maybe it's a little.
But
bit
it could
bigger.
be a full. It could be a little bigger than a full.
It's in the specs. Check the thing on.
Him and I fit really well in that bed, and we sleep really well in our bed.
Comfy.
Yeah, which is very surprising because at home we have a huge bed. You know, he's got his space. I have my space.
TMI. They don't even know about this.
In the Rialta, it's tight quarters, but we sleep super well, and
they're well built. It's Winnebago, man.
well
This
built.
wasn't an inexpensive coach. So when you look at your original paperwork, these were $50,000 and $60,000 back in the 2000s or the 90s.
And we even bought a cushion, thinking all these are going to be uncomfortable. So we bought a foam thing that we were going to put over the bed.
You know why? Because we saw a YouTube video, and everybody's on YouTube videos. We're like, you have to do this and that.
You have to add foam to it, which maybe a spring breaks in some of y'all's. I don't know, but ours was super cool. We put it on there. We did not like the cushion, the foam at all. So we took that back off, and we sleep just fine. On that bed. So.
All right. So the QD, the whole rear goes into a bed, and maybe some others, and then there's the one with the full bed in the back, and then there's another one.
Is it the twin beds?
Twins.
Yeah, one on each side, right?
Yes, a bed on each side.
Which I haven't seen many of those.
That stay there all the time. We had an option to buy one. There was one in the Metroplex for sale when we were looking, and he didn't say that in the first ad, and it was at a dealership. And I called.
In Houston or something.
No, this one was in
it was
Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah. And I was like, hey, and then he's like, yeah, I'll put up more information and pics, come see it Monday. And he puts it up, and it's the twins. I didn't want the twins. It's one bed on the left, one bed on the right, and then open in the center.
We might as well go on a different vacation together.
Yeah, that's like watching those old movies with Lucy and Ricky, and they're like sleeping.
Yeah. Or it's like when you go on a trip together, but you didn't get airline seats next to each other. Somehow that ruins it for me.
Sad face.
So I have to sit by them, and I gotta be by them all.
Yeah, I don't think that would be good. Plus, I'd just roll off of that thing.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
boom! I'd be in the middle with
honey,
Tucker.
are you okay again?
Tucker's up on the bed. I'm sleeping on the floor.
He needs
I know
protection.
me, and that would work. Hey, but that works really well for some people.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Some people are like, nope, I like my little space.
I've heard that it's good if
friends that
you need to get up at night, you have to climb over someone else.
Yes, because that is a pain, having to climb over.
Just sleep on the outside edge. I don't know.
No.
It's not that big of a pain. I kind of like it.
You're camping. You can't expect luxury.
Yeah.
Camping. You're camping.
So, which do you have? Which model is your Rialta?
Is your favorite?
And, yeah, what's your favorite? Maybe you have a QD, but you really want an FD or HD or whatever other Ds there are.
Yeah.
And let us know. Maybe you haven't seen the different ones. Maybe you didn't know there were different ones. When we started looking,
yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah. We're like, oh, let's look at Rialta.
Because when you look at
there's
photos and they're snapping pictures, I could tell there was a cabinet difference. Some were wood, square cabinets. Some were futuristic plastic cabinets, like we have. And so I was like, I don't know. And then the more research we did, it's a good thing because I would have just purchased the first one I saw, but it didn't work out. Then the next one sold before I got it done. The next one sold before I got it done. Yeah. By then I'd seen so many, I started to learn a few things. And that's when...
then we became picky.
Then we got picky. Then we were more selective. And, beggars and choosers, right? You go with what you can go with. But think through it before you go. So the reason we're doing this is the more that we can comment down below, this will help other folks that are looking for a Rialta.
New to the Rialta
to understand, hey, here's one person who said, here's why they got this, here's why they like this.
Yes.
So you do the same, and you will be helping other people tremendously. So even if you get down there and you're the first one, make the comment. Even if you don't even have a Rialta, but you know about them, if you could, what would your favorite be and why?
Yeah.
And put those comments in there. It will help other people, I think, evaluate and decide as they go. None of them are bad. They're all just a little bit different and unique. And then people customize them. So who knows? There's a guy with a full bathroom, goes all the way up to the driver's seat.
Yes, I was thinking that a minute ago. Yes. Some people have totally revamped theirs. So just make sure you see pictures before you just jump right in.
Cool. So that was my one question.
Okay.
Then I had a second question. But I already forgot it.
When you don't take notes.
I just remembered it.
Okay.
Favorite modification.
Favorite modification.
What is your favorite thing that you have? Here's why I think it's a really good question. Someone asked us, what's your favorite? The first time we met him, oh great, I know you guys. I saw your videos. Yep. What's your favorite mod that you've done? And I went,
have no
Twix
idea.
moment. I had no idea. I started rolling through. Like, I had to look at her like, what?
What did we do?
What have we done?
Have we done anything?
We've done so much.
We
like,
have done a lot.
There's something every week we're in there doing something, and we're not doing the.
We're not changing it like putting in
Not
wood
renovating
cabinets and tile. We're not doing that. We're really, the most things we're renovating has been like fixing the sink to make it actually come out.
Changing systems and updating stuff.
Yeah, updating stuff. So
So favorite
kind of put a lipstick on it.
modification, favorite.
And people have done some really
Yep.
cool things with their Rialta. If you haven't seen our Instagram page, I know a couple of years ago we walked through different people's rigs while we were at the Rialta rally, and there was beautiful ones. There was one that was like all white on the inside, and it was padded and stuff, and it just felt very cozy and quiet, which was really neat. And people have put checkered flooring in. And
Art Deco, whatever.
yeah,
man.
super cool stuff. I'm like, wow, these people are creative. I'm just not creative enough to do something.
We're going camping, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, the cabinet opens now, so that's great.
So favorite modification, let us know. That's another question. This is a double. We're hitting you hard, man. You might have to pause, restart, get a refreshment. But yeah, favorite modification, and tell a story why. What do you love about it? So my favorite mod we haven't done yet because she won't let me is to take out the stove and put in a turntable.
Oh yes.
Because I think it'd be wicked cool to have a record player in the Rialta. So you stop, go a little thrifting, find a cool record at the vinyl section.
He doesn't want a $200 turntable.
And
He
then
wants one of those very expensive ones that doesn't wiggle because the whole rig's going to be moving.
Well, it's not when you're driving.
Well, I know, but even when you're sitting still,
we could
it
play
can
it when
move.
you're driving. If I got a linear tracker.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool playing
Playing a
records while
record.
you're driving down the road.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Of course, that adds weight. All them records.
No, you just bring one record every trip. Or you just go pick. I'm still dancing.
We
I
would
got
have
the Bee
to
Gees
pick
going.
one record.
You just pick one record, or you pick it up at the thrift. But you've gone thrifting and you pick up some
That's
records,
true.
and you're like, I gotta wait till I get home. And I'm just thinking, we don't use the burners in ours, and I keep
don't.
looking at that spot, going, man, I could put a record player in there.
But I really don't
She hasn't approved it yet. It will not run on propane, I'll tell you that. Anyway, that's my favorite mod, but it doesn't exist. What's yours that we've done?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say, again, what's important is that the things work that I want working. Like
So pick one.
water heater, I
That's
guess.
the best one.
Water heater,
Yeah.
yes, because now that the water's good and I can shower and I can use it.
Water heater modification was a good one, and it was 4-gallon factory. This was 6 gallons, so it's 50% again more, right? So that's nice. Brand new, all aluminum.
It got hot.
No problems. Heats super well. And while we were down there, replaced plumbing, valves, cutoffs, drains,
Yeah, some things that needed to be replaced.
whole bunch of stuff, and took care of some other stuff around it. Because when you get in there and you start looking, you go, oh, this needs to be fixed up and this fixed up. We put some looms on some of the wiring and set things where they need to go, and then did some soundproofing around the generator box like we talked about. So yeah, I would say for us, favorite mod. So next time when she sees me and says, "What's your favorite mod?" I'm gonna say, "It's the water heater. Gotcha, I'm ready." Unless I forget. So that's the favorite.
Yeah.
That's really it.
That is neat.
Yeah, we've done some other stuff. We're gonna do next week. We're gonna talk about Rialta essentials. So make sure you tune in for that one. We're gonna have a big list based on what people have told us, asked us about, shown us, and then what we see in the owners groups on what are some essentials. Hey, if you're going to get one of these rigs, what do you need to have for sure?
Yes.
And I'm not talking just camping essentials like how do you drain, you need a hose for the black tank and stuff. Yeah, you need that. But some essentials that we think are really important, especially for the Rialta owner, and why. So we'll do Rialta essentials. But yeah, favorite mod? Tell us about which one you like the most, which model, and why. And with that, we will leave you. That's homework. Y'all got homework.
So if you're on your television, go to your computer. Come back here and type it.
What's the deal? You can't make comments when you're watching YouTube on TV.
I know. Most of us watch YouTube on television.
But you can see the little live stream. Maybe you can if you're on your Xbox or whatever. But you can at least see the comments people are making. So Yeah, give some people some love. If someone made a comment, give them a thumb or a heart or something nice. Be sweet. Pop an emoji in there.
There's just too much hate around these days.
Spread some love.
Spread some love.
Some joy.
Some joy.
Yes. And Tucker says, spread some peanut butter. I like peanut butter.
Spread some peanut butter.
All right. Well, hey, from Tucker. Hi, buddy. I love saying his name because it wakes him right back up. And from Nikki and myself, we thank you for your time today.
Yes.
We look forward to talking to you some more. Look forward to seeing the comments down there. You never know, right? Down the road, someday in the future, we could have a different Rialta, and we might pick a different layout because of some of the awesome feedback and knowledge that you're about to share with us and with everybody. So put that in there. If you haven't noticed, a lot of people come in and look at the videos and they're looking at Rialtas, finding out about them, saw them somewhere, wanting information. There's not a lot out there other than who's driving them. So you're driving them and we're reporting on it, and that's what we want to do, just having some fun. So put some comments in there. So until next time, what should they remember?
I think you should remember that God is good.
All the time. All right. Hey, we love you all. Have a great, great week. We'll talk to you next week.